If you're worried how best to support your kids' learning this summer, you are not alone. My name is Shahzad, and I'm the co-founder here at Axiom Learning. And I'd like to invite you to register for a webinar that we're going to have on June 10th, where we're going to talk about the 5 things that every parent needs to know to best support their kids' learning over the summer. So we're going to talk about, for example, how do I maximize academic progress? Depending on how old my kids are and where they're going to school. A lot of kids didn't learn as efficiently as they needed to over the spring because we were stuck at home. So how do we take advantage of the summer to make up for that gap and then, kind of accelerate us and make sure we're successful in the fall? We're going to talk about how to balance screen time, on-screen versus off-screen activities. We're going to talk about how to manage loneliness. A lot of kids right now are struggling with that since they've been kind of feeling relatively isolated and stuck at home. And we're going to talk about things like how to get organized. One of the things about the summer is it feels like you have a ton of time when you're getting started. You have all these ambitions and goals and objectives because it feels like you have forever. But the thing is, summer is what, 55 to 70 days, depending on where you go to school. And if you don't start off kind of having a plan, what tends to happen is a week becomes a month becomes 2 months, and the next thing you know, you're getting ready to head back to school, and you never got a chance to get everything done that you needed to get done. So we're going to talk about time management in this webinar kind of on 2 levels. The first is how to plan your time and organize yourself for the summer itself to make sure that you can take advantage of that time, but also to talk about using the summer as an opportunity to build time management and organization skills that your kids can take with them into the next year and beyond. It turns out that your success as an adult is far more closely linked to your what we call your executive functioning skills, your ability to manage your time and yourself and your space, and a lot less linked to your academic output. So these are skills that are actually really important. So we'll talk about, kind of not just how to get a list of things done, but there are certain things you want to do in certain times of the day. Learning, for example, tends to happen better in the morning when people are kind of mentally more fresh and ready to go. But we're also going to talk about things like how to manage your space, how to manage your backpack, how to manage your desk. The academic work that you do tends to reflect the space and the organization that you have, that you kind of establish for yourself, and how organized that is will play out in your academic work as well. And so, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about more. We'll make sure that everybody gets a free ebook at the end of the webinar so that you can take that content with you. So please don't forget to register. The webinar, again, is on June 10th. Until then, I hope we see you all then. But until then, stay safe and be well.